Previously. In 1692, nearly 200 people in the Salem area were accused of witchcraft, which was then considered a crime. That's like a goth event in Salem called... Maybe it was one of the ghosts. Back here. One of the spirits came in, and each one of them, all the way around the room, fell.
I was sitting there in the living room, and all of a sudden I saw this, out of the corner of my eye, this girl go across the hallway there.
She's the one who owns the official Impala that was used in the show Supernatural, that Dean Jensen Ackles in real life put gum in her seat and she yelled at him.
I remember that, yeah.
One of the fishermen asked me for some spells to help along with his safety, his travels in the Black Sea. He's the one who showed me the footage. I saw everything. I told him to throw tobacco into the water before your fishing trips for spiritual and angelic protection. With a view of Old Marblehead, the harbor, and the sea. You coming up, honey? In this exact moment, I sensed a presence of a man coming up the stairs, and I thought I heard a door. When I go to look, he speaks. The ghost speaks, and a few nights later, I talk about this because I do wind up seeing the ghost in my house when I'm home alone. Just heard a door. Is anyone down there? I don't hear anyone walking. I see Obsidian's tail. I was over in Marblehead. It's a beautiful little town on the ocean. Being on the phone with Tori, she was seeing UAPs in the sky that were forming into another case because of a demonic entity in their home. So I looked up because I could see, sense, and feel someone, a presence. And I honestly thought it was you. But when I looked up, it was a man. He was in all black, and he had this black like beanie on. He looked like a sailor or a fisherman. And that's what I could feel, and I could see the ocean. I could see the ropes behind him. So I do need to do, maybe a possible crossover session and cross the spirit over into the light. They're very old windows. This is what I did. I've got ice on the windows right now, but I put symbols all over the house on the windows with some of the cases that I'm taking on, just to try and keep like negative entities at bay. You have to hear this, like the things that they're saying.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just going to tell you everything that they said. There's buried treasure.
That's not like that. What is this? Yeah, after that.
I think it's saying in Bailey's Lake or something, and I found Bailey's Point, but ready?
That's like Bailey's Point.
I don't know if it's saying in the Bailey's Point, but there is a beach right there in Nahant called the Bailey's Point.
Better get some scuba gear.
Your hair. Go work out. Your hair looks crazy. Okay, so here is Nahant. And I found Bailey's Point, which I believe is what the spirit was saying. So there must be like treasure buried somewhere over here. So that's so interesting. There's Bassy Beach. I'm pretty sure that they're saying Bailey's Point, but there's Bassy Beach. This is where he says he's coming from, or I guess where he showed me that he worked. And I had been on Long Beach, so I was all up here on the beach, and I went down this way, and I was walking the beach around here, and I drove all the way through here. Let's see, I went up somewhere around here, and I was in Marblehead for a while, and I went over here to the cemetery, and then I went over to Salem, right here. So that's pretty interesting, and I have validation and proof now. I'm getting ready to do a seance session, a morning session, to help the gentleman here. I want to ask him his name and where he came from, anything he wants me to know or move along to a family member, and then I'm going to cross him over into the light.
Well, that sounds beautiful.
Yep, it usually is. So we'll see what happens. I've got my recorders ready. I'm just need some coffee. Angels, please help and assist in this session. I'd like to speak to the gentleman spirit that I saw and recorded in the attic when I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you at the time, but I felt you. I'd like to speak to that gentleman, please. And we'll start with my normal routine in the mornings. All right. Good morning, angels, protector, the eight, and spirits. So the gentleman spirit that I saw, the ghost who I believe followed me home from the harbors somewhere over in Marblehead is where I think you came from. Can you tell me your name? So I don't mean to cut you off, but I saw the name Stu, Brian, and another one. There was a third, so I think there might be more than one spirit here. Can you tell me which harbor you came from? Thank you. I'm sorry I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm going to close my eyes and open the light in case you want to cross over now. And you go ahead and just say anything that you want me to know. And I'm going to begin now. So I just saw the gentleman standing over there, and when more angels and celestials, some known as the Arcturians, showed up right here, they saw each other. And he came around, you came around, and you showed me a keychain that has, I don't know if it's a fisherman symbol or an anchor or a fish or something. And I think you said it was my mother's, or it was something about your mother. Angels, will you please confirm that he is crossing over into the light? Because after he showed me this, and it was a dark night. I think he was on one of the docks. He walked over to y'all, and I think he turned back and smiled and is going into the light. So please confirm this for me. I saw a big, like a portal of light right over here to my left, which is where y'all came in. And I saw it close up. So I'm going to end the session now. Blessed be. Okay, so now I'm going to play everything back. Whew, I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to play everything back now. I'm going to scoot forward so my other camera right there gets it. I hope this worked. The traffic is a little loud. Good morning, angels, protected angels here.
gentleman spirit that I saw, the ghost who I believe followed me home from the harbor somewhere over in Marblehead is where I think he came from. Can you tell me your name? So I don't mean to cut you off, but I saw the name Stu, Brian, and another one. I think there might be more than one spirit here. Can you tell me which harbor you came from? Thank you. I'm sorry I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm going to close my eyes and open the light in case you want to cross over now. And you go ahead and just say anything that you want me to know. And I'm going to begin now. So I just saw the gentleman standing over there, and when more angels and celestials, some known as the Arcturians, showed up right here, they saw each other. And he came around, and he showed me a keychain that has, I don't know if it's a fishing symbol or an anchor or a fish or something, and I think he said it was my mother's, or it was something about your mother. Angels, will you please confirm that he is crossing over to the light? Because after he showed me this, and it was a dark night, I think he was on one of the docks, he walked over to y'all, and I think he turned back and smiled and is going into the light. So please confirm this for me. right over here to my left, which is where y'all came in. And I saw it close up, so I'm going to end the session now. Blessed be.
Now, I do believe I heard him say his name is Stuart, and one of the harbors, I think he mentioned, as well as some other information about the light, and I think he may have said heaven and something about his mother, so I think it did document all that stuff. So that's note to camera.